In the heart of England, there lies a city with a history as complex and dark as the cobblestone streets that line its ancient quarters. Welcome to London, the city of shadows, a city whose past is painted with shades of violence and intrigue, each era layering upon the last to create a rich tapestry of tales. From blood-soaked towers to smoky taverns whispering of infamous murderers, the echoes of London's past speak volumes. Join us as we unravel the layers of London's dark past, one tale at a time. Our journey begins with the infamous Tower of London, a site of executions, imprisonments, and countless tales of bloodshed. This imposing fortress, with its thick stone walls and menacing turrets, has been a silent witness to some of the darkest moments in London's history. The tower's bloody past is steeped in power struggles and political intrigue. One of the most famous incidents was the execution of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Accused of adultery, incest and treason, Anne was beheaded on the Tower Green in May 1536. Her execution marked a turbulent period in England's history, a time of religious upheaval and royal tyranny. Then there's the chilling tale of the princes in the Tower. In the summer of 1483, 12-year-old King Edward V and his younger brother Richard disappeared without a trace. Their uncle, Richard III, ascended to the throne, and the boys were never seen again. The mystery of what happened to the young princes remains unsolved, adding to the Tower's eerie lore. And let's not forget the infamous gunpowder plot of 1605, where Guy Fawkes and his co-conspirators planned to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Captured and taken to the Tower, Fawkes endured days of brutal torture before he revealed the names of his accomplices. The Tower also served as a royal menagerie, housing exotic animals gifted to the monarchs. But with lions, bears and even elephants kept in close quarters, the menagerie was far from a safe place, and tales of rampaging beasts add another layer of violence to the Tower's history. The Tower of London, a testament to the city's violent past, stands firm, holding within its walls stories of power, betrayal and bloodshed. Each stone, each chamber, each echo carries a tale, a whisper of the past. This ancient fortress, for all its dark and violent history, remains an indelible part of London's identity, a stark reminder of the city's resilience amidst turmoil and strife. From the bloody Tower, we move towards a catastrophic event that forever changed the face of the city: the Great Fire of London. As we delve deeper into the city's dark past, the year 1666 emerges from the shadows. A year that saw London engulfed in a blaze so fierce it threatened to consume everything in its path. The Great Fire, as it came to be known, began innocently enough. A small flame in a bakery on Pudding Lane, left untended, soon became an unstoppable inferno. Fueled by the city's wooden architecture and a persistent east wind, the fire spread rapidly, leaving destruction in its wake. Despite the magnitude of the fire, official reports remarkably state that only 6 people lost their lives. Yet this figure is widely disputed by historians. The true death toll remains a mystery, obscured by the ash and smoke of those terrifying 3 days in September. In the aftermath, the city lay in ruins. Over 13,000 houses, 87 churches and numerous other buildings, including St. Paul's Cathedral, had been reduced to ashes. The once bustling city was now a ghostly silhouette of its former self. Yet from this catastrophic event, a new London was born. The city was rebuilt from the ashes, not with wood, but with stone and brick. This transformation left a lasting impact on London's architecture, giving birth to the distinctive aesthetic we associate with the city today. The Great Fire of London was a testament to the city's resilience. Amidst the ashes and charred remains, Londoners found the strength to rebuild, to rise again stronger and more determined. The fire had reshaped the city, but it had also reshaped its people. The Great Fire, a fiery testament to London's resilience and ability to rise from the ashes. As the city rose from the ashes, a new darkness lurked in the shadows, a serial killer known as Jack the Ripper. In the late summer of 1888, an insidious predator emerged from London's East End. He would later be dubbed as Jack the Ripper, a name that would etch itself into the annals of crime and horror. Over the span of just a few months, this unknown assailant brutally murdered at least 5 women, all prostitutes in the Whitechapel district. Each murder was increasingly gruesome, escalating in violence and terror. The victims, Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, met their end in the most horrific ways imaginable. They were not just killed, they were mutilated, their bodies desecrated in a manner that suggested a killer who was not merely violent, but deranged. The Metropolitan Police, led by Inspector Frederick Aberline, launched an extensive investigation. Thousands were interviewed, hundreds were investigated, and dozens were arrested. However, the killer remained elusive, leaving behind only cryptic clues and a city gripped by fear. The police's inability to apprehend the Ripper led to public outrage, further intensifying the atmosphere of panic and mistrust. The Ripper's reign of terror had a lasting impact on London, particularly in the East End. The murders highlighted the appalling living conditions of the area's inhabitants and sparked a wave of social reform. Yet, the identity of the Ripper remains one of the greatest mysteries in the history of crime. Theories abound, pointing fingers at various suspects including doctors, butchers, and even members of the royal family. The legacy of Jack the Ripper extends beyond the horror of his crimes. His story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the heart of a city, a tale of a predator who emerged from the shadows, struck with terrifying brutality, and then vanished without a trace. Jack the Ripper, a name synonymous with fear and mystery, a dark chapter in London's history that remains unsolved. From a single killer, we turn to a widespread devastation, the Blitz, London's darkest hour during the Second World War. In the early 40s, the City of London found itself in the throes of a relentless 9-month-long aerial bombardment. This was the Blitz, a German campaign of terror designed to break the spirit of the British people and bring the nation to its knees. Night after night, wave upon wave of German bombers descended upon the city, the air filled with the ominous drone of aircraft engines, soon followed by the deafening blasts of bombs as they rained down, reducing buildings to rubble and setting the city ablaze. The sheer scale of the destruction was almost unimaginable. Landmarks that had stood for centuries were reduced to rubble. Thousands of homes were destroyed, leaving countless inhabitants homeless. Yet amid the chaos, the city's spirit remained unbroken. The death toll was staggering. Over 40,000 souls were lost during the Blitz, many of them civilians. Each life claimed was a story cut short, a family shattered. The impact of this loss was felt deeply across the city, embedding an indelible scar in the heart of London. Yet, as the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the resilience of the city's inhabitants shone through. They emerged from bomb shelters and underground stations, where they had sought refuge during the raids, to face a world transformed by the horrors of war. They picked up the pieces of their shattered city and their shattered lives and started to rebuild. The Blitz was more than just a series of bombings. It was a test of the city's mettle, a testament to the resilience of its people. They stood firm, refusing to be cowed by the terror from the skies. The Blitz, a grim reminder of the city's endurance and the strength of its people amidst chaos and destruction. The city that we know and love today was shaped in part by this dark chapter. It serves as a stark reminder of London's ability to endure and overcome even the most horrific of trials. From the Tower of London to the Blitz, London's history is steeped in darkness and violence. It's a tale that begins shrouded in the mists of time, with stories of brutal conquerors and blood-soaked stones. The Tower of London, a fortress with an infamous reputation, whispers of regal prisoners and tragic ends, a monument bearing silent witness to centuries of conflict and struggle. Then there was the Great Fire of London, an event that scorched the very heart of the city. A blaze that raged relentlessly, consuming homes, livelihoods, and history within its fiery grasp. Yet from the ashes London rose, resilient and reborn. The city's story took a chilling turn with the reign of terror unleashed by the elusive Jack the Ripper. His shadowy presence and the fear he instilled are reminders of a time when darkness literally roamed the city's streets. And who could forget the Blitz? A period marked by deafening roars and skies aflame, where London stood defiant and unbroken against the storm of war. As we leave the City of Shadows, we are reminded of its resilience, its strength and its ability to endure. London, a city with a dark past but an unwavering spirit. Until next time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more historical journeys into the past.